What's going on, guys? ℎ𝕂𝕋 here, the greatest Amazon FBA coach. In this video, in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to show you why Jungle Scout may be failing you in Canada and only focusing on the USA. We are going to ask Jungle Scout what's going on, why the numbers are terrible, and what is this less than 5 sign truly mean. Let's get right into it. So, for most of you guys who watch this channel, you're likely Canadian sellers. Some of you may be from the USA, so you benefit extremely well from the use of Jungle Scout's app. But if you are in Canada, you're probably running into the same problem that I am. All you see is the less than 5 symbols for way too much listings. So what does that mean? What is the less than 5 symbol? Well, if you looked at the main image, it's the less than 5 symbol right in the middle here. Every time we do a search, we get this. And what that means to Amazon, they're trying to tell Canadians that, or anyone who's using their product, that this particular listing does less than 5 listing sales per month. So how can that be that 90% of Jungle Scout's filter of feedback gives us less than 5 sales demand for the product? So first off, let's take a look at Jungle Scout's web app. So now I'm an all eggs in one basket guy. I bought Jungle Scout for the year. I also have their Chrome extension. I'm fully invested into the product. I spend $1,000 on the product, Canadian, per year. I also have other Jungle Scout tools. I had ℎ𝕬𝕚 until I found out that ℎ𝕬𝕚 does not work in Canada. So it took me to reach out to Jungle Scout to figure that out. And I have Fetcher, which has been so far a great tool for doing my bookkeeping for Jungle Scout. It's already helped me out in tax year to keep organized all my sales metrics. So just so you know, and just obviously so Jungle Scout knows, no disclaimer, this is a disclaimer, I'm a Jungle Scout guy. I obviously have a course, Amazon Selling Hustle. It's a mentorship course, and in it I promote Jungle Scout to all my students. So why I'm making this video is because we need to hold everyone, not just Jungle Scout, but everyone who's selling these type of softwares where they're promising you analysis of Amazon and feedback of the numbers that Amazon is providing. We need to hold them accountable to the feedback that we're getting, because we're paying money for the service. So if somebody doesn't ask the question, then who will? And so I'm invested, but I'm going to ask the question. Not only am I going to ask the question direct to Jungle Scout, but I'm going to ask that question in this video. What's going on, Jungle Scout? Why have your numbers changed, completely fallen off the face of the earth, your analytics, your metrics for product research in Canada? In the US, they're still great. If you're a US customer, if you're using Jungle Scout in the US, the measures, the metrics, the analytics, everything is great. You can find a ton of products. But in Canada, it's completely the opposite. And in the last year, it's great. Last 6 months, okay. Last 3 months, completely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And in the last 30 days, I am completely struggling with this product. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. When I'm on, actually that's my message to them, we'll get to that. When I'm on Jungle Scout, so this is their product research tool, this is their web app. And in their web app, you can filter through their products. If you don't know how to use it, go figure it out. I have lots of videos on that. Jungle Scout has tutorials on that. But essentially what you want to do is you want to put in your filters. I put in the 3 most common filters used when you're on the Jungle Scout tool. First filter is your price point. Most common use is between 18 and 50. Second filter is your reviews. Most common use is a maximum amount of reviews of 150. As per Greg Mercer himself, he says 150 is the best number to put there. And then sales per month per unit. Most common used is 300. That is what all the mentors, coaches, gurus are going to tell you when they're teaching you how to use this tool. So we'll plug those numbers in. Now I'm going to show you, this is Canada. So again, we're looking at the Canadian marketplace. I am going to show you the top 5 categories and what we get back in Canada. So the first category we'll look at is home and kitchen. So I'll hit the home and kitchen, take off this DVD, we don't need that. Hit home and kitchen, okay. We'll hopefully get 200 reviews. We'll hit the search bar, and if you look right here, total results based on that criteria, total results back for sellers are meeting those numbers. Jungle Scout is measuring the metrics of sellers on Amazon. Okay, not necessarily keywords or anything like that, but individual sellers who are performing at that level. You have to use the secondary tool to see if there is depth of demand, so multiple sellers. But this is, one seller. So we have 4 sellers. That's it. That's terrible. Who are meeting the criteria of between $18 and $50 product, less than 150 reviews, so low competition, and more than 300 sales, so high demand. Only 4 sellers in this one product. Okay, so the second one we'll look at, okay, I'm going to show you 5 of the top one. The second one we'll look at is automotive. We'll unclick home and kitchen, click automotive, and hit search. And what do we get? We get 4 again. So again, all we're getting is 4 sellers out there in Canada who are meeting the metrics that I put in. So again, when you're using this tool to find products that perhaps you could sell as well and make money from that niche. Okay, so there's 4 products and that's it that come up. Okay, the next one we will plug in is baby. So baby obviously is a big category, a huge category. Jungle Scout did a case study using baby as their their product that they did the case study on, baby bath towel. So we'll toggle in baby, same metrics, and in baby we get 33. Okay, so 33, obviously that's 10 times the numbers we've been seeing already, almost 9 times the numbers. But here's the problem. Okay, when you go through baby, you get this bonnet that represents 27 of the 33 listings is that baby hat. Okay, so one seller essentially is selling that baby hat, Twinkle Bell, and Twinkle Bell represents, as you can see, I'm going through them all, and these no images are actually Twinkle Bell as well, as you can see there. It's the baby hat as well. 27 of those listings. So 34 minus 27 leaves you with 7. 33 minus 27 leaves you with 6 listings that are not a baby hat. Okay, so again, that's 6 listings in the baby category. What happened, Jungle Scout? Where are all the metrics gone? Okay, we'll type in another category here. We'll go to office products, which again is another great category to sell in, especially in retail arbitrage. Okay, we'll hit search. Now I'm only in a low price point. There should be more, but what is the number we get? 7. 7. Okay, and when we look at it, we get 2 of them, which are software. Microsoft Office, which you cannot sell. So actually we only get 5. One is Elmer's glue, so we really don't get anything. So that's 7. Okay, and now this is not isolated to one day. I've been doing these metrics for day in, day out for 365 days, non-stop. Okay, if you want to meet an expert in the industry, I'm an expert when it comes to product research in Canada on Jungle Scout, and in the US and in UK, because I go on every one of them every day and have been for the last year, over a year. So now we'll do one more. We will look into pets. Pets is another big category. Okay, another big category. So we'll jump off office supplies. We'll jump into pets. I won't do patio and lawn because it's seasonal. So we'll jump into pets. Now I can show you patio and lawn because we're in the season right now. But let's do pets first. Okay, and how many do we get? We get 21. Okay, so now, again, watch this. When I'm looking through pets, we get 21, but how many of them are dog food, cat litter? Okay, dog food or cat litter. Dog food, cat litter. Okay, at least 10 are dog food and cat litter. Again, products you're probably not going to launch. Whiskers, dog food, and cat litter. Okay, and there's a lot of duplicates. So that brings it down from 21 to about 11, maybe to about 9. Okay, so I mean, I'm in a very broad category. Now, I can certainly drop down the sales of 300 to 200 or 150 and just look for base hits. But is Jungle Scout trying to tell me that there are no sales? Is it worth it to spend the money on Jungle Scout when Jungle Scout isn't really giving me much back in terms of feedback? And then remember, I have all my money into this product, and I'm already invested. I've already bought all the products, and I use the tool, and I've already made a course out there that I pay money to house a course, and I'm teaching my students to use the product. I believe in the product. My question is to Jungle Scout, what on with your Canadian metrics? When you're analyzing Amazon Canada, what's going on? Are they not letting you get access to their data? What's changed? Because the metrics have changed. The numbers have completely gone sideways. So now I'll show you a couple categories here. We'll look at seasonal. We'll look at electronics, some of the bigger ones. Let's jump on to seasonal here. So patio and lawn is on right now. And how many do I get? 7. Just not good enough, Jungle Scout. Okay, the next one is, let's go to electronics. That's the biggest category on Amazon next to toys. Electronics. We'll hit that. And what do we get? 55. So we get 55 electrics. Again, now watch this. We'll go through electronics. Okay, and I've done my research. When we look at these, what do we see? Okay, we see tripods. We see lightning cables, earbuds, Bluetooth headphones. Okay. Canopies, 3-year protection plans, can't sell that. Represents a lot of the listings. Couple fans. Earphones. Now, all of a sudden, Kindle takes over. Kindle. And it keeps going on. So Kindle represents more than 22 of these listings, and gaming headsets represent more than 8 to 10 of these listings. So 32 minus 56 leaves you with 24 different listings. You're still getting doubles. That's just not good enough. Okay, so now what does that all mean? Well, let's put that together, because at the end of the day, we're using this as a tool to find products that sell well on Amazon. So when we're on Amazon and we're in their best category, their best sellers list, let's just take, I can click shop by department. We can choose a category. Let's choose home and kitchen. Let's just look at their best sellers, their top 100. Here's where a lot of people are running into problems. And here's the problem that I'm running into as well. I can still do product research even if Jungle Scout doesn't give me numbers, because I know secondary ways of figuring things out. I know to look at the rank. I know to look at Jungle Scout's so for example, if we take whatever, let's take this product right here and let's add this to my tracker, and then let's go to my tracker. I know that in the tracker it shows me 16 units per day. Daily units sold, 16. Okay, for this particular lightning cable by Run Snail. So if I put in Lightning Digital AV, okay, and I look for Run Snail, let's drop down Jungle Scout's Chrome extension. So Run Snail is the first one. Okay, Run Snail right here is the first one. So the tracker tells me that Run Snail is doing 16 units a day, times that by 30. 6 times 30 is 240, plus 10 times 30 is 300. That's 540, just a sum of the average. Okay, Jungle Scout is telling me 496, so roughly close. Not bad. Not going to hold them against not having the same numbers, but it is what it is. They run. But now you're telling me that Lightning Digital AV adapters aren't super popular? Well, Fair enough. We're just not, here's the problem. We're not seeing any depth of demand on any products. Could be some of the most popular products. We're not seeing depth of demand. All we're seeing is this thing. Less than 5, less than 5, less than 5 across the board. So all these sellers with mass reviews, some of them don't have mass reviews, but some do, have less than 5 sales. Like even this guy, 150 reviews, only has 20 sales, but Jungle Scout gives you the I. Jungle Scout uses rank to calculate and estimate sales revenue. The best seller's rank for the parent category is not shown on this product's listing page. Only through Amazon's API historically, in this particular scenario, ranks seem to fluctuate greatly, and therefore the estimated sales revenue should be used with caution. We recommend tracking this product in our product tracker to get more accurate monthly sales. So now Jungle Scout wants you to do the combination of using their product tracker, but then what the hell does that make this tool do? It just makes this tool almost useless. All you should just have is pluses for all of them, and then you have to go and evaluate the numbers yourself. So but again, we're looking at this here, less than 5. Less than 5 shows up for almost 90% of the sellers on Amazon Canada. Less than 5 shows up for almost 90%, which is astronomical right now. And my question again is to Jungle Scout, why have the numbers changed? What has changed about Canada and Amazon? You need to let us know. You need to let your customers know what's changed. You let me know that JumpSend didn't work. Please let me know if this tool is not working. We don't want to invest in a tool that doesn't function in our country. Why would we want to do it? Now, if it functions, if there's improvements you're making as a company to better make the numbers in Canada more accurate, your customers need to know. Let's look at some of the products that populate inside of the categories that I'm searching in. So for example, back here, the top home and kitchen, automotive, office, those are the ones we looked at earlier. We'll hit search. Gives me a grand total of 69 things to look at. Pick one that looks like we could private label. Pet seat cover, all categories. So Amazon says pet seat covers. We recommend pet seat covers because it matches your numbers. In pet seat covers, we'll hit the Jungle Scout number runner. Pet seat covers have some demand here. A few less than 5s. High competition. Next one, hot sun safety shade. Okay in the top, and then just after that, all these less than 5s. barbecue gloves. And this is a competitive category. Bunch of them here. Anyways, that is just a look at how many of these less than 5 symbols there are in the Canadian marketplace. It's just dwindled completely. So I'm reaching out to Jungle Scout to see what's going on. Here's my message to Jungle Scout. What happened to Canada? Jungle Scout, let me just start by saying I've always felt like you're the Nike, but that was a year ago. Today, it's adherent that Jungle Scout is slipping. I'm going to take a leap of faith here and say that Canada has not been happy with your product for the last couple of months. Your overall metrics in the Canadian marketplace seems to be completely off. I have been a huge Jungle Scout fan for a long time. Your tools have done nothing but make me money, but for whatever reason, Jungle Scout has been slipping in the ranking. Some of the problems I am finding. First, I will use myself. Number 1, your numbers in comparison with my actual sales completely off. Your analytics are projecting my numbers at almost double what they are, and have been for some time. So I suspect Jungle Scout is over projecting other numbers as well. So what I'm saying there is the numbers I'm seeing, if you're seeing a seller's listing projecting 450, that seller is likely only doing 225 in actual sales. Jungle Scout seems to want to over project, if not almost double, the seller's numbers. So keep that in mind. In the last 90 days or even longer, now your analytics are projecting no sales in general for major performing categories. And number 3, I would hate to be in retail arbitrage business model and rely on Jungle Scout for performance assessment, because Jungle Scout's metrics essentially show less than 5 for 80% of retail arbitrage products out there. So I would say for 80% of retail products. So if you're in the arbitrage business and you're just trying to look what the general performance of brand name products are, they're not showing metrics on that type of stuff. It's as if Amazon Canada Marketplace has changed their location, moved their compass, and Jungle Scout can't find their numbers. Or B, Jungle Scout doesn't have the time, person power, tools to properly measure sales in Canada, and is afraid to advise their Canadian customers. Okay, so there's something going on, and the sales are really terrible as Jungle Scout they are in Canada, and Amazon is losing money. So essentially Jungle Scout's numbers are right and Amazon is doing really bad in Canadian marketplace. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe it is the case. Maybe the Amazon sales, which I'll probably have to look up, maybe they're terrible. What I'm hoping to know, if you are still here with me, what I'm hoping to know is Jungle Scout's sales data in Canada lost its accuracy? Why are the numbers being portrayed as so bad? Are they really that bad? What can you tell me? Canadians are finding Jungle Scout extremely hard to do product research with, because in a nutshell, Jungle Scout is charging Canadians huge dollars for, as per Jungle Scout, the Canadian marketplace has zero demand, zero depth of demand. I will continue to check with other Canadian sellers because I don't know that Jungle Scout will truthfully admit a change, a fault. Jungle Scout, tell Canadians the truth. Do your metrics for Amazon sales in Canada. Signed, ℂ𝕙𝕚𝕚, CEO, Amazon Selling Mentorship Course. So, in a nutshell, sending that to Jungle Scout. Sent. I will get a response tomorrow. We'll do a video on that response. Maybe I'll call Jungle Scout live during that video. Hopefully, Jungle Scout has an answer. I know Greg Mercer is a great guy, really honest guy, and hopefully he can just shed some light on the Canadian marketplace. If he hasn't already done so, maybe there's a video out there. If there's a video out there and you know the link to that video, put it in the comment section below. I'll leave some links in the description below. Hit that notification bell. I go live twice a day. It'll let you know when I'm live. And subscribe to this channel because I'm the greatest coach in the world. Peace.